Today we're going to go through 5 body weight exercises that you can do to strength train as a runner. These exercises are going to be great if you're traveling or you don't have a ton of equipment at home but still want to fit in a workout. Hey there, I'm Dr. Lisa, physical therapist who helps runners prevent and treat injuries. And I truly believe all runners need to be strength training, especially if you're not injured and you're looking to prevent injuries. So these 5 exercises are going to be very beneficial. I would recommend going through them in a circuit, maybe 2 to 3 rounds to get in a full workout. That's probably going to take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. And the best part, you don't need any equipment. So let's get started with these 5 exercises. For the first exercise, you're gonna grab like a container or a water bottle and place it on the ground. From here, I want you to stand on one leg. So I'll start on my right leg and I'm gonna be about 1.5 feet from that water bottle or container. I'm gonna pick my left leg up and I'm gonna go ahead and go into a single leg squat as I tap that container or water bottle with my opposite hand. So standing on my right leg, I'm tapping with my left hand as I go back into that single leg squat, focusing on flat back and bending that knee for the leg that's on the ground. So go ahead and try a couple here. The goal is to not reach with your arms and round your spine. The goal is to come down and just gently tap the container as you bend that knee. Working on balance clearly. And that other leg is just hanging out, bent as you go through this. So if you think about how far away you want this container or water bottle to be, if it's closer to you, you don't have to go down as low. If you want to make it harder, just make it farther away because then you have to bend your knee more to reach and tap that water bottle. So that's the first exercise. We have single leg cone taps. Moving on to the second exercise, we're going right into a single leg bridge. So you're gonna lay on your back, start in that bridge position with knees bent. From here, I'm gonna lift my left leg up in the air, lift up by squeezing my glutes and coming back down. If this is too difficult, you can modify by making a figure 4 with your opposite leg and just placing that foot on your thigh as you lift and lower. And then eventually you can progress into that single leg bridge, making sure that your pelvis stays level as you lift and lower. It's not dropping on one side. Squeezing your glutes to do this. And that is the single leg bridge. For the third exercise, you're gonna get in a side plank position. And you can leave it as a side plank. Modification for a side plank is on your knees, lifting your hips up in the air. So you can leave it as that, or if you want a little bit more hip stability, go ahead and lift up in that side plank and lift your top leg up. So now you're feeling it in your glutes as well as your core with that side plank. So that is the side plank with the hip abduction as your progression. Modification is side plank or on your knees. You can always lift and lower to start. And then as you get better and as you progress, you can start holding it for 5, 10, 20 seconds to really get a little bit more stability going on in your hips. The fourth exercise is a box step up. So I have a box here. You can use a chair or a step. So what you're gonna do is place one foot on the box and then just step all the way up and then come back down. So you're really working your glutes and your quads with this one. To progress, make that box higher. If you wanna modify this exercise, go ahead and find a lower step box or chair. So you're gonna go ahead and do this one on both sides. And again, making it body weight. You can have a wall nearby if you need help with balance. The fifth exercise is a hip thrust. So I'm gonna continue to use this box. You can use a chair or a couch, and I'm gonna try to get my mid back on this box or chair. So I'm just pushing against it just a little bit. I have my feet about 3 feet from the box, and all I'm gonna do here is drop my hips and then thrust them up by squeezing my glutes, drop and squeeze. So in order to progress this exercise, you can lift one leg up and make it a single leg hip thrust. Doing it on both sides, making sure you're squeezing your glutes as you do this exercise. And then you can also bring it out further if you want to target more your hamstrings. But if you want to keep it more your glutes, bring your feet back so your feet are under your knees as you thrust up and down. That concludes the 5 bodyweight exercises that I recommend you do as a runner who's trying to strength train with minimal equipment. Now, as you may have noticed, we only used our legs with those exercises, so in some core, but make sure you're throwing in some arm exercises as well, like a push-up. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you save it for those times when you don't have a lot of equipment or you're traveling, and I'll see you next time.